Mission 2, the Beacon Tower. Only hours after you arrived back from destroying the nest of spiders, you received a message from your commanding officer. Contact had been lost with the Beacon Tower of Torvarden, and it is presumed to have been overrun. You are commanded to round up what men you can and proceed with all swiftness to Torvarden to ascertain the truth. If the tower has fallen, learn what enemy forces now occupy it and harass or eliminate them as opportunity presents. Scenario 1. The Bridge Guards. As you make your way towards Torvarden, the gentle rolling hills slowly give way to rocky plains, and finally into the boulder-filled maze known locally as the Scree. It is a barren, unnerving place, a perfect site for an ambush, as the large rocks cut lines of sight down to just a few yards in most places. Proceeding cautiously, you eventually hear the Enthal River, which you must cross to reach Torvarden. As you approach, however, you hear other noises as well, nearly drowned out by the river. Voices of some inhuman type, a language filled with whines and barks. Climbing to the top of a large boulder, you get a clear view down to the river. There, standing astride the old stone bridge, is a pack of gnolls. Judging by the large cooking pot they've set up over the fire, these gnolls are camped here, likely to guard the bridge. The only other place to cross the Enthal River is a ford in sight of the bridge. Otherwise it would take at least half a day to reach another crossing. There is nothing for it. The gnolls will have to be eliminated as quickly and quietly as possible. Welcome to this Way to Fire YouTube video, where today it's me, Andy, playing Rangers of Shadowdeep again. I am now playing Mission 2 of the... Mission 2, the Beacon Tower from the core rulebook. And I am taking my handy gang of Rangers again. So this is Raniger Lackland in the front here. And he has with him, from the left, Silent Mary, Dardin, the man-at-arms, Trannick, the archer, Brodin, the strong, and Hanath, the other man-at-arms. So these guys are all fine starting this mission. They will hopefully complete the mission, need to get off the end of the board, find out a clue as well, plus defeat the gnolls that are guarding the river crossing. So we will see how we get along. Yeah, come back in a moment. This is a table we will be playing over. I'm only playing over this top portion, so because it's only a 2.5 by 2.5 foot map. So you can see the rocky terrain of the Scree, which provides lots of places to hide. Here is my warband. There is Raniger, Trannick, Dardin and Silent Mary. They're going to head over around that way, and then over this side we've got Brodin the Strong and Hanath. We are trying to stay as hidden as much as possible because there are gnolls here, and at the moment I have the advantage of surprise. They do not know I'm here, so I get a significant bonus in fighting if I can take them out before the alarm is raised. Once the alarm is raised, that benefit goes, and then I'll have to deal with these ones on the bridge. And over the back there you can see their camp. There's also a clue and a treasure token, the treasure being the magical ring. Well, obviously it might not be a magical ring when I actually get there, but this is the map we are playing over. Before the game starts, you have to make a navigation roll with a measly target number of 12 to try and see if I can sort of move move some of my group up further. I failed that, unfortunately. And then at the start of each of the 10 turns we play, as long as the alarm hasn't been raised, I can make a stealth roll, which I've passed for the first turn, and that will allow me to move one gnoll 6 inches in a direction of my choosing, so to make them in a better position to take them out perhaps. And I'll do that in a second. I'll probably just move one to get him out of my line of sight a little bit more so I can move up a bit closer to start with, because they're a little bit far away just at the moment. And then I get to do it every turn, like I say, until the alarm is raised. There are also every alternate turn, so starting turn 1 and then turn 3, I will draw an event card down there. So there are 6 event cards to have. So let's start. I have moved that knoll forwards so I can hopefully take him out because he's not seen by other people. So Tranich is going to shoot at him. He gets +4 to shoot because they don't know I'm here yet. And I also shoot on a +2, so it's +6. I am going to be on the orange dice. I don't roll all of these on camera, but I roll this first one. Orange dice and black for the enemy. Oh, it's only a 1 for the knoll, and +6 gives me a total of 10. Unfortunately, the armour of a knoll is 11, so no damage is caused. This is going to be problematic. Okay, well I've already thrown away my advantage by the looks of it. But the ranger gets to move as well, so he'll move up to here, and he'll also fire down there. So it's a similar sort of thing. Oh jeez, that was a 6 and then a 2, so 2's rubbish. But of course, even with a +6, it's going to do a little bit of damage, but not a lot. Ouch. It's going to do 1 or 2 points of damage. A second. So disappointing, that was a single point of damage. How do you take these knolls out without losing setting the alarm off? Oh well. The final member I could move as my ranger phase, I decided to move Darden up just to take the hit, basically. Because it's going to be the creature phase now, and of course the alarm has been raised, so I've lost my bonus. God dear, that's terrible. I didn't think I'd get him necessarily on 1 shot, but I thought with 2 I might take him down with a +4, but terrible rolling. Okay, right, we'll come back when the creatures have been. So by a combination of what they could see and random movement, we've got a lot of knolls moving forwards. These ones here both shot at Ranaga, and Ranaga saves those, which is good. This one shot at Darden and did 7 points of damage. Ouch! He only has 12. Darden is not happy about that. Element of surprise gone. Rest of my guys can now go. They're not going to be able to get in any combats just now, which is disappointing, I'll be honest. Brody moved over here, Hanath moved over there, and then I moved up with Silent Mary, and she threw her only throwing knife and actually managed to do 5 points of damage on that knoll archer. And then I did the random event at the end of this turn, and it was an extra knoll who has been placed just beside that archer one there. So we're going into round 2. Obviously I will get my ranger phase first, so I need to think carefully here because I want to try and take down some knolls early doors. Try and probably keep Darden safe as well. So the ranger phase, I moved in with Hanath there, attacked that knoll archer, didn't do any damage. I moved in with Darden over there, attacked that knoll archer, didn't do any damage. I moved in with Ranaga here and attacked that knoll archer. I lost. He rolled a natural 20. Now that doesn't do a critical, thankfully, but it would have done 9 points of damage. So I have rolled with the punches using one of my heroic abilities to only take 5, rounding up, rather than 9. I'm going to be honest, it's not going great. Well, anyway, we'll go on with the knolls now. So starting over here, this fight went Darden's way here, and he actually put a few extra points of damage onto that knoll. He's on 8, he needs 10 before he dies. The archer had attack at Ranaga and got absolutely, well, got beasted, but was left on 1 wound, so I activated my powerful blow heroic ability to put him down. It was only worth 1 extra point, but I felt it was necessary to get rid of him. Then the other one just appeared, charged in, and he also got absolutely beasted, properly soundly done. So he's gone down. Over here, the archer one attacked Hanath, but failed, and Hanath put 2 wounds on him. And then one of the others moved in, failed to do any damage. Hanath won the fight, but it was such a low roll that nothing happened. And the other one has moved in, but couldn't quite get round. This one was moving randomly because there's no target point in this mission. And so he doesn't realise that Brodin is over there about to come and sneak out at him. So actually things are a lot better there now, going into my companion phase. There's a bit more movement over the bridge from the sergeant and from one of the other knolls. One's hanging at the back there. I forgot to mention as well, there is a ford over there, as you can see, so I can get across the map if necessary via the ford. Yes, so let's go to companion phase. So at the end of round 2, Brodin has moved around, staying hidden a little bit. Tranich moved over here to help out over this side and put 2 wounds onto that knoll. Silent Mary thought, oh, I've got a friend. I can deal with this wounded gnoll. But unfortunately, the gnoll managed to win the fight and put 8 points of damage onto Silent Mary. So she's like 2 from falling over now. That gnoll is done a lot of damage on those guys. My left flank, I reckon I'll deal with that gnoll, but it's not good. Right, okay, no event card at the end of round 2, so we're going into round 3. Turn 3, Ranger phase. I moved Ranager over here, and he took 5 wounds off of Dardin with his heal. And then Dardin attacked, trying to take down that gnoll, and rolled so badly, he took 5 wounds. But at least he's on the table still. Jeez. Brodin moved around the back here to try and take out the archer one, the weaker one, attacking Hanath. So it was a straight up fight because they split off into pairs. And I rolled that. Which means, and I'm on the orange dice, which means that Brodin just entered the fight now. It's taken 9 damage. He's only got 12. Oh, God, I've run out of my heal. I've only used my 1 heal now. I've used one of my other heroic abilities already. Actually, I've used both of them. I've used all my heroic abilities and my spells now. Oh, one more heroic ability, sorry. Parry. Oh, it's not going great. And here come the gnolls. So in the creature phase, a bit of fighting here. The archer one attacked Brodin and took some damage in return. The other one attacked Hanath, didn't do anything. And another one attacked Brodin as well, and also took 4 points of damage in return. And then this final gnoll joined the fight, but has no action left to actually attack. The sergeant moved over here. This one attacked Dardin, and look at it! Natural 20 from Dardin there, so absolutely smashed him, finally. And then this archer over here put 2 wounds onto Tranich. So actually, again, did better in the creature phase than I did in my own phase. Moving on to companion phase, and then we'll do an event. In this companion phase, Tranich shot over there and didn't do any damage. Hanath actually took out this uninjured gnoll, so that makes that combat look a bit better now. Silent Mary couldn't do a lot, so she's just moved around the back. She can go a little bit further than that, actually. She's going to move a few more inches, heading over towards the objective, because this sergeant obviously going to go mano a mano with, or hyena a mano with Ranager. And the event is this one, where I get an extra knight. So one of the Torvarden guards has been found. I will place him on the map, and he will count as one of my members for the rest of the mission. Not only this scenario, but the whole mission. Start turn 4, that's where I brought on the survivor. He's going to hopefully deal with that gnoll in a second. And then I did my 2 companions here. Hanath took down the injured archer, and then Brodin managed to get a draw. Sorry, not a draw. He managed to get a win and put 2 points of damage onto the injured gnoll he's fighting. Actually, yeah, Hanath would have... Yeah, that's a good point. So he would have got a couple more points of damage because he would have moved into the space, and then he would have got a friend in the fight as well. Yeah, so that's what he would have done. And then Ranager moved in to attack the sergeant and didn't do any damage. In fact, the sergeant won, but only by a tiny bit, so no damage done either side. So it'll be the creature phase. There's not as many gnolls left now, so I do feel a little more comfortable, although figure's far too wounded for my liking. In this creature phase, this archer didn't do anything. One of those attacked Hanath and was put down. And the other one attacked Brodin and did enough damage to take him out. So Brodin has gone down for the second time in as many games. Here, Ranager and the sergeant. The sergeant did win, but I used my last heroic ability to parry that, meaning I didn't take any damage, which means I plus 10 to my dice roll. Win the combat, but of course no damage is done. That was what the dice roll was, a 12 and a 17. I haven't done that gnoll at the back there, I just realised, so he's going to go and attack the man-at-arms. So let's just see what it does. Counts as a man-at-arms, so plus 3. Oh, he's angry. He's angry. He has turned up, and 23 is obviously going to be 12 points more than a gnoll's armour, plus an extra 5 points of damage with a critical hit, and he's only got 10, so he's toast. Just catching up with the companion phase. Tranich missed again with his archery. Guardian just moved around to join the fight here, but I didn't have an action left to actually fight him. And Silent Mary moved over there, and the mysterious survivor of the soldiers has come back over the bridge just to basically keep Silent Mary alive if any of the gnolls decide to attack her. And we will go now into turn 5. Round 5's Ranger phase. Ranaga put 6 points of damage onto the Gnoll Sergeant. Dardin then also had a go at him. The Gnoll Sergeant won, but didn't beat the armour of Ranaga, despite him having a heavy weapon. Hanath went onto this Gnoll and nearly killed him. 1 point off killing him, put 9 onto him. Now it's going to be the creature phase. There's only one active Gnoll that isn't in combat already, so well, I'll roll these on camera. So he's going to shoot at Tranich. Tranich gets a 17 and 11 plus 2 for shoot, so Tranich is fine because he uses his fight when he's defending against a shot. Over here, I think the Sergeant should have a go at Ranaga. So Ranaga's going to get +3 for his fight stat and another +2 for having a friend, so +5. And it's +3 for the Gnoll Sergeant, but it's actually down to +2 because I've forgotten to mention I have a silver hair potion on Ranaga, which -1 fight stat for Gnolls. So let's see what happens. Oh, it's a hit for me. So I've obviously won. What would I have? 12, and then I said I would add 5 to that, so it's 17. His armour is 11, so it's 6 more points of damage. Oh, that's enough to take him off. So the Gnoll Sergeant is out because he only has an armour of 11. So 17 versus 11, 6 extra points of damage. This Gnoll here against Hanath. Hanath's on +3, so, and the Gnoll is on +2. So obviously Hanath's going to win at 19 versus 10. And then you compare the 19 versus his armour of 11, which does an extra 8 points of damage. Well, he only needs one more until he's down. So I've taken another Gnoll out. There's only one left now, the Archer. Oh, finally, I think I'm looking okay. So in the companion phase, Tranich shot again, still missed. I moved the mysterious survivor, has come up to support Tranich. And then I moved Silent Mary over there, and she's found the clue. And the clue turned out to be a book of poems. A fine book of poems written by one of the soldiers stationed at Torvarden. Some of it is scribbled over, but enough remains to prove its worth and beauty. I'm not sure what use that is, but it's worth a lot of experience, so that's good. Right, I now need for the only other experience to be gained in this mission. We'll have an event card in a sec. I want to try and get my guys, at least one of my guys, off the back of the board. Obviously, I want them to survive as well. The next event is a booby trap. Okay, so a 5 is a booby trap. Pick one random hero. That figure must make either a traps roll or perception roll. If the figure fails, make an immediate +1 attack against the figure. If the attack does any damage, the alarm is raised. Well, the alarm's already well and truly raised. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models. So we'll do 1 to 3 for each model, of course. Or 3, 6. So it's Tranich who sets off the alarm. I don't think he's got any bonuses on this. He's passed the test easily. Anyway, so no booby trap for him. And the alarm is well and truly set off. So, as we go into turn 6, we'll see what the Rangers do. So, at the beginning of turn 6, Tranich finally came good and took out that last Gnoll. And then everybody is just charged over the bridge, basically, because there are no creatures in this phase. Silent Mary over the back there has gone to pick up the clue, so not the clue token, the treasure token. We'll roll for that at the end of the game, of course. There's no event card at the end of turn 6, so into turn 7, well, I'm going to be moving one of my models off the table, obviously. Turn 7, Hanath and Silent Mary with her treasure token have both gone off the map. Everybody else has run across the bridge. And the event card, because it's an odd round turn, is a large vulture, which is played. So here is my large vulture. Okay, it's going to land there and inexorably fly towards the table edge. And that's okay. So I've got a few turns now with both Tranich and Ranaga to try and take it out. So I think I'll probably try and do that. Get a few extra experience points. In turn 8, I took Dardin off because he was looking pretty worried, but I've left everybody else on because they've got bows, Ranaga and Tranich, and they both shot at the vulture and missed, so it has moved forwards a few inches, just 6 inches. Going into round 9, obviously the only thing we're going to do is try and take out that vulture. Now the vulture only has 4 health, but it does have 14 armour, so I need to score reasonably well. Nothing on its fight, so 8, 9, 10, that's not going to be enough for Tranich, and then for Ranaga, can he do something better? Oh, he possibly can. 13, he's got +2 shoot, so it's 15, -4, oh, it does 1 wound, so we've started. I've got 1 more turn in which to try and take it down. There will be an event at the end of this phase as well, which might do something. So it's moved forward with its 1 wound. The event, unfortunately, is rain, so shooting is reduced to 12 inches, or all line of sight is reduced to 12 inches, which means it's going to be harder. Well, actually, it was within 12 inches anyway. So it's not going to make any difference that. But it is -2 to shoot now, which negates their shoot bonus for both Ranaga and Tranich. So I'm going to have to roll better to get the small number of experience points off that vulture. So one final round, round 10, and we'll just activate Ranaga and we'll activate Tranich and see if we can get a good roll to kill the bird. So Ranaga, no, he does not get a good roll. And Tranich, so I'm going to call that, I think, yeah, 17. +2 doesn't count because of it goes back to -2 as well, so basically it's a 17 versus his armour of 14. Oh, it's 3 wounds, which is just needed to take out the vulture. So we are left masters of the battlefield. Yeah, and we'll see what the experience and so on is afterwards. So Ranaga Lackland and his companions have managed to get across the bridge of the River Enthal, and will be approaching the Tower of Torvarden, for which all communication has disappeared. However, on our way there, we did pick up a new man-at-arms, Ranulf, with the blue shield, who no doubt will tell us what has befallen Torvarden. We picked up a total of 63 experience points, which wasn't enough to increase the level of Ranaga. And obviously progression points, 2 for those who survived the scenario, and 1 for Brodin because he went down to 0 health points, and Brodin made a full recovery. So I've ended up with a warband a bit larger than I had before. Wow, warband's probably overcooking it a bit, but nonetheless, we are looking okay, I think, ready to start the next mission, and we'll get back to that soon. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe. Check out the Way to Fire Hobby Hangout and the Way to Fire Facebook pages. Yeah, let us know if you like this stuff, and I'll keep doing it. Thanks very much. Bye.